It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. We must love each other and support each other. We have nothing to lose but our chains. Assata, Shakur. Carry on, carry on, carry on. I hate that you're back on the ground. They chant your name in the street and it's loud, but blood still pouring on the ground. Carry on, carry on, carry on. No justice, just us now. So carry on, I can hear the hooves on the prowl. They're Assata, not another song for you. Lonnie probably did it better. I just wanna talk to you. I'm the same age now as you back then, and for obvious reasons I think your wisdom is important. Some were saying fight the power, but you actually went and fought. So I guess my first question is, how'd you stay the course? Oh, I know there's dark days ahead, so what's your forecast of us weathering this storm? They say that you're their teacher, but they fail in their reports. And I heard about your sickness, I just hope that it was false. One thing I really wanna do is ask you about Zaid. Sometimes I feel the light that was reflecting at those dark shades. I was in Oakland when Sundiata bust case. If I ever get to talk to him, I'll ask him about patience. My heart is heavy for Matulu, I salute him even though they freed his body. I hope his spirit carry on. Carry on, carry on. I hate that you're back on the ground. They chant your name in the street real loud, but blood still pouring on the ground. Carry on, carry on, carry on. No justice, just us now. Carry on, I can hear the hooves on the prowl.
Carry on the tradition. There were black people since the childhood of time who carried it on. In Ghana and Mali and Timbuktu, we carried it on the tradition. We hid in the bush when the slave masters came holding spear, and when the moment was right, leaped out and lanced the lifeblood of our would-be masters. We carried it on. On slave ships, hurling ourselves into oceans, slitting the throats of our captors, we took their whips and their ships. Blood flowed in the Atlantic, and it wasn't all ours. We carried it on. Fed Missy arsenic apple pies, stole the axes from the shed, went and chopped off master's head. We ran, we fought, we organized a railroad, an underground. We carried it on. In newspapers, in meetings, in arguments and street fights, we carried it on. In tales told to children, in chants and cantatas, in poems and blues songs and saxophone screams, we carried it on. In classrooms, in churches, in courtrooms, in prisons, we carried it on. On soapboxes and picket lines, welfare lines, unemployment, our lives on the line, we carried it on. In sit-ins and pray-ins and march-ins and die-ins, we carried it on. On cold Missouri midnights, pitting shotguns against lynch mobs, on burning Brooklyn streets, pitting rocks against rifles, we carried it on. Against water hoses and bulldogs, against nightsticks and bullets, against tanks and tear gas, needles and nooses, bombs and birth control, we carried it on. In Selma and San Juan, Mozambique, Mississippi, in Brazil and in Boston, we carried it on. Through the lies and the sellouts, the mistakes and the madness, through pain and hunger and frustration, we carried it on. Carried on the tradition, carried a strong tradition, carried a proud tradition, carried a black tradition. Carry it on. Pass it down to the children, pass it down. Carry it on now.